Hi, welcome back to Feminism on Trial. I always forget to say it, so I told myself I was going to remember to say it first thing. Please hit the subscribe button and hit like if you like this video, and help fight back against YouTube's shadow banning and all the rest of it. Because you know they hate this kind of content. They hate a lot of kind of content that absolutely needs to get out there. So I wanted to share with you real quickly something. It's just a little nugget, something that surprised me about men in this journey I have been on, learning about men, learning about your issues, learning about what life is like for you, what's expected of you. Gosh, it's been a lot to learn. I'm just lucky. I have recognized my female privilege, and man, it's rough out there for guys. But anyways, so that one of the things that totally surprised me was when I learned that most men don't care about my job or my income. I remember when I was getting to know my man about, almost 7 years ago. I was getting to know him, and we hadn't really, we were just getting to know each other. And we were texting back and forth, calling, kind of vetting each other. And I was so nervous because he asked me like what I did for a living, or that it came up anyways. I don't know that he asked me, what do you do for a living? But it came up. And I was so nervous because I was at that time like a semi-retired riding instructor. And I just thought that sounded so lame. Not only that, I'm also a college dropout. And I thought, well, this is going to just be a deal breaker, because he's not going to want a college dropout and some lame semi-retired riding instructor. And I was semi-retired because of my illness, but still, so I was like, dang, I guess that's it. And it wasn't like that at all. It just was like smooth on to the next topic. And I was kind of like, what's going on? And anyway, of course, it's me. So I ask questions and I'm like, what? I was really worried about that. I'm glad you're cool with it. I thought you would be like, never mind. And he was like, no, I don't care what you do. And I was like, am I in the Twilight Zone? Because how can that be? Going through school and the years that I was in college, I was under the impression that that was something that I'd be bringing to the table, that it mattered that I had a good career, that it mattered that I had a good income to bring to the table. I thought that mattered. And come to find out, at first I was like, oh, he's just a weirdo and he doesn't care. And he was like, no, men don't care about that stuff. And I was like, I'm sort of running it through my head, and I'm like, really? That's not my experience. When I was in college and I had a college sweetheart, he seemed to care. He's like, yeah, we don't. And so I don't know, and I'm not going to go back and ask, let me call up the old boyfriends and find out. I don't have that many, so I wish I had more of a, people to ask. But you watch the red pill guys now, you watch Kevin Samuels, and they're saying it, that they don't care. That's not what they look for in women. They look for fit, feminine, friendly, submissive, cooperative, pretty, looks matter, purity matters. Sorry, I think as soon as I make a video, my dog's like, I'm gonna do stuff to be crazy. You think you're a cat? That's what cats do. Anyway, I know I'm a middle-aged woman with a dog. It's too cliche. At least it's not 12 cats. So anyway, yeah. So I found out that guys don't care about that. And it turns out it's true. Now, I don't know. I can't speak for like younger millennial types or Gen Z, because good Lord, I don't know what they look for. I don't know what. But it seems to me that those younger generations have been more indoctrinated and more brainwashed to thinking, oh, I want a partner to, share expenses. It's almost like you're just getting a roommate. Like, I have an income and you have an income, and we're going to pool our resources and share the chores. It's like, okay. And then, do the dirty, do the nasty together. Like, I don't know. I'm traditional. To me, that's not really a marriage. That's just two people pretending that they're not different. They're just whatever. And if that's what they want, more power to them. I'm not here to tell them, no, you can't do that. But I am here to present a different idea that has definitely not been taught to them. In fact, the opposite has been. So if I'm like a young Gen X and I thought career was important and that's what mattered, then I know the millennials and the Gen Zers think that too. And the men are expecting, they think, well, I don't just want a lazy housewife, because they have no idea what a housewife actually is and how hard she actually works and what her value is, because they've never seen it. They've never seen it. Their mom wasn't one. They don't see it in media anywhere. If they do, it's all, it's all derogatory comments. And I remember a little bit of that when I was in school. I remember kind of the idea that, oh, if you want to just be a housewife, then you're just going to sit around all day on the couch and eat bonbons. Like, you're going to be like the wife on Married with Children. That was kind of like the stereotype. And you didn't want to be that. That was pathetic. Like, don't you want to have a life of your own? And now that I'm 45, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'd love to have grandkids right now. I'd love to have had kids, but I didn't. It wasn't prioritized. I was busy getting that career. I was busy doing that thing. And it was all a lie. It's all a lie. And they made me believe that this is what men want. So women do the things they think men want them to do. I tell you what, if my college boyfriend at the time, high school to college, if he had said, before I went to college, if he had said, look, I'm going to go to college. You can go too if you want to, but I don't want you to feel like you have to. Please, feel free to stay on your family's farm. Do what you're doing with the horses. I think it's great. I think it's a great home business to have. And then after I get out of college, we'll get married. You can run a little side business at home. I would have been like, hallelujah. Yes, please sign me up. I would have. But I think he didn't think he was allowed to say it, and I didn't think I was allowed to do it. And we were in a conservative state, conservative county, in a conservative state, conservative people, Christian people. Never ever got the memo. Never got the memo. Didn't find out till I was 38. Like, I just want to share that with you. I just think it's crazy. Like, that's just one thing. It's just one thing. And I just didn't know. But women, honestly, and they'll hate me for saying it, and they'll argue it, and they'll argue it. You know they will. But they do what they think men want. They do. That's why they dress the way they do. It's why they have their makeup the way they do. Now, you see the ones with the blue hair and the shaved head. That's a rebellion against that. And so you can see it in the opposite too. But we do. We do what we think men want. And we thought, and they think, that you guys want us to have a career. Also, let's not forget, you better get a career in case he cheats on you and beats you up and leaves you. So if shame of being a lazy housewife doesn't do it, then fear of him turning into this abusive nightmare of a husband, you better be able to take care of yourself. You don't want to rely on anybody and all that BS. Men are very reliable. Hate to say it. It's the other gender that's not so much. All you have to do is look at the divorce filings for that. Anyway, just wanted to share that with you. So hope you're having a good night, a good day. Take care of yourselves. Reach out if you need to. My email is on my YouTube somewhere. I think it's right there. Feel free to reach out. I don't know if I can help or anything, but you're not alone. You have me. If that's all, I'm happy to be the consolation prize and be somebody you can talk to if you need to. I'll never not believe you, and I will never think you're the bad guy. I will listen. Anyway, have a good night. Take care. Don't forget to subscribe.